New figures show the rate of segregation in New Zealand prisons has soared 70% in 4 years. The data has been released to Newstalk ZB under the Official Information Act. It shows the number of voluntary segregations rose from 7,300 in the 2018 financial year to more than 12,000 in 2023. A prisoner can request to be moved into a separate area in the prison if they believe their safety could be at risk. The number of involuntary segregations rose from 2,600 to 4,600 over the same period, with the majority done so to protect others. The volume of job ads are falling, as are the number of people applying. SEEK's latest employment report shows job ads dropped for a second month, down 3% month on month. Applications per job ad fell 2%. SEEK Country Manager Rob Clark says despite the drop, it's still a competitive market out there.
We have had record levels of applications relative to the number of job ads being advertised. That's come down a little bit in June, but it still remains at really high levels.
Bargaining will take place today between Health New Zealand and the Nurses Organisation ahead of a 24-hour strike starting Wednesday. More than 36,000 nurses, midwives and healthcare assistants are set to walk off the job. It's estimated more than 4,000 planned procedures and specialist appointments would have to be postponed if the strike goes ahead. A pooling of resources between 4 of the country's largest primary health organisations in an effort to deliver more digital solutions. More than 500 general practices supporting over 2 million patients fall under the umbrella of Pegasus, Pinnacle, ProCare and To Order Compass Health. Justine Sorp is the co-chair of the new innovation hub Health Accelerator. She says the next thing they'll be looking at is AI scribe tools for GPs.
They can focus on the patient and then afterwards they're able to copy those notes into the patient's record, and a lot of the GPs have reported saving up to an hour a day.
The US and EU have reached a trade deal. It will see the US impose a 15% tariff on EU goods, much lower than the 30% tariff the US had been threatening to impose. A huge search for the fantasy genre, filling up a quarter of this year's Woodcall's Top 100 Books list. As well, 20 books in the Top 100 feature New Zealand writers. Woodcall's book manager Joan McKenzie says Kiwi writers have been recognised more and more, with 14 featured last year. She says people are drawn to books which reflect a background they can relate to and understand.